Hello, everyone. Welcome to Entrepreneur Power Hour. Well, today, if you want to take your business to the next level and to be successful along the way, today's video is the right one for you. My name is Veronique Mildor, your accountant, your tax strategist, and your business coach. I'm the CEO of Mitsui Financial Services, the accounting firm that helps you save on taxes and help you build wealth for tomorrow. Entrepreneur Power Hour is hosted by Mitsui Business Academy. The topic I will be discussing with you today is the difference between having an LLC versus having an S corporation, and also to provide you ways to save on taxes with each one of those entities by implementing different strategies. My role as your accountant and tax strategist is to legally help you save on your tax either through having an LLC or your S corporation. So, welcome everyone to tonight's session. Selecting the wrong entity is the number one reason that cause a lot of people to pay a lot of taxes that you can avoid legally. And before I go any further, let's take 2 minutes to click on the subscribe button, also to follow my page, and let's tag 2 to 3 other business owners who you think will benefit from this helpful information that I'm about to share with you. All right, we're gonna first start explaining you what is an LLC. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, which simply means a corporate structure that protects its owner from being personally sued for repayment of company's debts or liability. What does that mean? If someone sue you, they cannot go after your personal assets. Assets means your anything of value that you personally own, which is like a house, a car that is paid off that has no loan in it. Anything of value, they cannot sue you or even your bank account. Versus an S corporation, which is or a small business corporation, is a tax designation granted by IRS. You cannot just go ahead and set up a company under S corporation, but you have to ask IRS to grant you. It's just for tax purposes. You're gonna be you telling IRS I'm in business, but I would like to be I'm electing to be taxed as an S corporation. And the similarity between both entities, they both protect your personal assets. Remember, in the event of criminal or intentionally misleading activity, this protection ends. Yeah, they both of those entities are passed through. What does that mean? Is business doesn't pay taxes directly, but their profit or loss are passed through the owner's personal tax, and then they are paid through the personal tax, the owner's taxes. The ability to form a partnership, you can have multiple members in an LLC and also multiple shareholders in an S corporation. Both LLC and an S corporation require the owners to have a registered agent. The registered agent, what it means, it's you choose someone to receive your legal documents and to do your annual paperwork. So far, do you have any questions? Please feel free to send them in the chat, which is I just listed the difference and similarity of LLC and an S corporation, between an LLC and an S corporation. Now I'm going to go over the difference between both entities. Under the operational requirements, there are some aspects of running an S corp that make operation much more intense from an organizational standpoint because they require the whole shareholder meetings, and there's a lot of documents internal that needs to be prepared. While with the LLC, they are free from lots of those responsibilities because they are much smaller. Typically, it's a bypass nearly all those formal process. And then with the LLC, the owners are called members, while the S corporation, the owners are called shareholders. Under the ownership structure, corporations are governed by regulations that provide the stricter ownership requirements. Their owners can are very strict. They have to be a U.S. citizen, and then they are limited of 100 shareholders. They cannot have no more than 100. If it's more than 100, then you need to change the entity to corporation or some partnership or something else. But all the owners of an S corporation is it has to be a person. It cannot be an entity. It cannot be a you cannot open a trust under an S corporation or a partnership. It has to it cannot be under an S corporation. But versus with the LLC, the owner foreigners can open an LLC, and they are unlimited members. And the S corporation, the shareholders are required to define the structure, because you have to list all the officers and directors to create to define the management structure. Does anyone have any questions? All right, if you decide to sell your business under an LLC, probably is not a good idea because ownership under LLC is non-transferable. But for an S corporation, if IRS regulations are followed, S corporation owners are free to sell their portion at any time without any approval of a third party. For employment taxes, you are taxed for self-employment taxes, which is the number one reason people pay a huge amount of taxes as being an LLC. Unlike when you are a W-2 employee, where you pay your FICA taxes, which is your medical and your social security that are withheld from your paycheck at a 7.5% of your income. And then your employer also pay 7.5% of your FICA taxes as well, which altogether is a total of 15.3% of your total income is paid to IRS as employee taxes. But as a business owner, you have not withheld these taxes, so you have to pay a total of 15.3% that must be paid as a self-employment taxes on top of federal and state income tax for the people who live in states who pay state taxes based on the tax bracket you fall under. And for 2023 tax season, the limit to pay self-employment taxes is 160,000, I believe it was 160 and 200. Once 160,000 to 100. Anything above that, you don't need to pay any more self-employment taxes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send them in the chat. I'm going to explain to you different ways, strategies to use to avoid paying self-employment taxes. By the way, if you need help with tax preparation, tax planning, tax resolutions, you can call us at the office 954-589-5070, where one of our accountants will be glad to help you. All right. As an S corporation, your taxable income is divided into two parts: the distribution and then the salary. Being an S corporation, you are the owner and also an employee, which means you can pay yourself a W 2 salary. Versus with the LLC, you cannot pay yourself a salary, but you can do owner withdrawal. But you will be paying self-employment taxes like Medicare and Social Security on just your salary instead of the total profit, being an S corporation, versus the self-employment percent, the 15.3%. It's charged on the total of the profit of your business, not just your income. So the self-employment tax, guys, is the biggest tax that an LLC is being charged, and there's different strategies to use legally to avoid paying all this. This is why today, while we at the end of the year, close to the end of the fourth quarter, I had decided to go ahead and throw in some tax strategies to help you save. Since we still have time, we still have another month and a half for the fourth quarter to end. If you're an LLC owner, um, there's strategies to use to zero out, legally zero out your income to avoid paying the self-employment taxes at a 15.3%. And we can help you with that. After listening to today's video, you will not be able to decide which business entity is to your benefit. But you also have to keep in mind that it also has to do with your business goals, your business plan, and your profit. If you consider to reinvest back into the business, you will be fine by having just an LLC. Because you don't plan on having much business profit, you are the starting point. Once your net profit started to increase between, let's say, 80,000 to 100,000, then it's time to reconsider electing to be taxed as an S corporation, because you will be able to save on 5 to 7,000 just on taxes simply by electing to be taxed as an S corporation. I'm not advising you, if you're at a startup point that you making under $50,000 to go ahead and elect the S corporation, then you are also increasing a lot of other expenses like payroll taxes, your because you have to hire a payroll corporate company to process your payroll, and there's other taxes, or other expenses that will add on. So I rather you to wait till your profit is between 80 to 100,000, then you can go ahead and elect to be taxed as an S corporation to help you save on 5 to 7,000 yearly just within S by being an S corporation. Do you guys have any questions for me today? Today we discussed about the similarity of an LLC versus an S corporation and the differences and some tax strategies. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Also follow my page for more of those videos on a weekly, every Wednesday at 7. And also to tag 2 to 3 other business owners who you think will benefit just like you from these little helpful information. I'd like to also invite you to Entrepreneur Power Brunch that's coming up January the 20th, where you will be provided with a more intense training for setting up your business for success and doing business and also doing business networking. Send us an email at info@mitsui accounting.com if you'd like to have further details. Since you guys have any questions, doesn't have any questions, so thank you for attending the Entrepreneur Power Hour. Have a great rest of your night. Bye.